Good morning, everyone. It's Cal. We are hopefully wrapping up Alcahest today. Um, it's a Super Nintendo action RPG thing. It was only released in Japan. It's a fan translation. I am really digging it. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot harder than it looks at times. But it does a really good job of curbing that. We're gonna get straight into this. Stage 7 and 8 are kind of a boss rush. We just finished clearing out most of the bosses from the previous sections of the game. Um, and I guess we get to see what happens next. I don't think we have any holy cups currently, so we do need to be careful of health to some extent. We also we're low on lives, so we've got getting a lot of extra lives here as well. Okay, this is the Dark Dragon. Nope. Okay. Let's see. What's the best weapon to use against that guy? I was not noticing anything distinct that seemed like a weakness. Okay. I think... So let's see. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. That seems to be doing a decent chunk of damage, though. Okay. We do need to be somewhat careful about resources because there are, like, again, like 6, 7 bosses to go through. So trying to utilize these dashes from the Earth Blade to get as much movement as I can, while also literally not a single real chest in this entire area. Okay, Let's see who we're against. Okay, this is the second form of Gordon again. Oof. Well, there goes our Holy Cup. Let's get our healing and our lag. That was way too close. The good news is I think we should at least start past that if we die. And by that I mean when we die. Because we have 1 health. No cup. I don't think. No healing available. We are really, really close to getting an extra life. So I'm trying really hard to not die before that. There we go. Because yeah, we don't have... I mean, we can try this, but we currently have no resources for that fight. So I think that's probably a lost cause there. And when you die, you come back with 2 SP. Partner. I think we want Sirius for this one. I remembered correctly. Why do I even bother trekking these treasure chests at this point? And the answer is because one of them isn't going to be awful and it's going to be worth it. Max MP up at the last minute. Okay. Okay. Fight this guy again. This is the guy who we used the air sword against. Honestly, this is doing decent damage. Not a ton of damage, but not bad damage either. Crap. I was really hoping to preserve my my holy cup there for a bit longer, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I forgot how good that was against him. I knew it was air, I forgot that that particular, or that the summon was that good. I don't remember if we have to do both forms of him or not. We do. Okay. That was part of my thought process there, was conserving stuff as... conserving resources as well. Okay. So I think part of the trick there is knowing where he's going. Like, thinking about which direction he's moving. Okay. So when he's circling this way, we want to be like a step behind him, I feel like, instead of like in his path. That did not go well. This is going much better. There we go. Okay, I think that's the last of the refights. Unfortunately, the last boss is still very hard. Sage's Stone, okay, and Elixir, so we're coming in with mostly maxed out. We don't have a Cup of Life, which is going to be rough, but we do have 4 charges on the Princess. Let's see what we can do. This boss has 2 stages. I have been awakened once again by the radiance of the evil star which appears every millennium. The bitterness, hatred, and destruction created by you humans. That negative energy feeds and strengthens my body. Wielder of the Guardian Blade, you shall be destroyed by my power. So one of the big things here is this boss does have a ton of health. I mean, it's the last boss. It's supposed to be hard, right? But like being able to actually keep ahead of it in terms of damage output is tricky. That's not what I was trying to do, but I guess that works. Jerk. What? Just happened? Oh, of course. Okay. So the good news is... the good news is that we now have Holy Cup, Sage's Stone, Summoning Bell. Like, we're actually kitted out now. Okay, so basically it seems like we have to use the core. Okay. He has a lot of health and does a lot of damage. And most of the opportunities to hit him involve getting close. Oof. Was not expecting that. Doesn't seem like we can do anything here. Whoops. Yeah, the window keeps getting smaller where you can actually hit him. And then we have to get into this phase where we have to dodge a bunch again. And now he's changing his pattern up, like a jerk. That's not what I was trying to do! That almost one-shots you if you don't have your shield up. Crap. We have not gotten to our Holy Cup yet, but that was our first refresh of, or our MP refresh. Oh my god. That's not what I wanted to do. I keep pushing the wrong button. It's our last heal. Let's get a good damage dealer, since we did lose our heal. We're waiting on that one. Crap. That's our Holy Cup. The terrifying thing about this is the fact that there's a second phase to this fight. We aren't done. Okay. Well, it's a last boss. Okay. Okay, there's our elixir and our sage's stone. Alright, full health. 6 SP. I want to try this. Like, I don't necessarily think it's better. It's doing less damage, but it might be easier to get hits in. And to stay out of the way while doing so. I jumped right to the slightly different pattern that time. It's a lot easier to aim this one. That's kind of my thought process. And it gets you out. A lot of the hits I've been taking were trying to get out after hitting him. One, two, three. One, two, one, two. Okay, there's his summon. Yep, that was a mistake. I kind of got cornered there. Let's burn an SP here. That was just bad. And we're back to the tricky part where now he's moving so fast that it's really hard to actually get hits off. Kind of have to almost be predictive with it. Should put him back into drift mode. There's the actual time where you can hit him. Drift. There we go. Well, there goes my cup. Oh, okay, now he's mixing it up again. God of Death. And we got a life. Good. He drops a bunch of stuff. Okay, now he is a beautiful butterfly. Okay. We need to figure out which powers to use as well. Like which summon to use. Like this feels good, but I also feel like I should be doing more damage. Or taking less damage, or both. That is not good. I definitely feel like the Water Blade is doing the best damage. Maybe I need to... I mean, when in doubt, Hadouken. Crap. You know what the best part about two-part bosses is? You start at the beginning again. Okay, so I do feel much better overall about that. Like, that strategy did feel like it, whoops, worked. Much better. I felt really good using it. Comparatively to that first time. I do find it really funny because the strategy guide I had pulled up earlier, I was curious actually about several of the bosses because I was trying to remember which weapons to use against them. And almost every weapon it's recommended to use, I have not actually liked. Like, it's either been harder or there's been a better option. One, two, three. 1, 2. 1, 2. Back into drift. Nope, God of Death. I feel like we're really chipping away at him this time. Like, this is feeling good comparatively to some of the other ones. We're definitely learning. Back to drift. Okay, if I can preserve some SP, I'm gonna try. It's gonna go into his Maelstrom thing. There we go. And we actually got the life this time. We did all of the back. Okay, avoiding those fireballs is actually trickier than it looks. I've never really had a problem with the lightning bolt. The fireballs and the, like, lightning, like, platform things are the problems. That actually feels like it should be doable. Wait, what? I thought I still had my Holy Cup left. Well, the good news is we got a 1-up. As long as you get past the first phase, you get a 1-up. That's pretty much the saving grace of this. Apparently this time... Oh! Okay, if you already have the Sage's Stone. And we actually have more SP this time. Just trying to increase my damage output slightly because the Knight does a lot more damage than the Princess. I'll switch to the Princess when I need to, for heals. But I feel like that's gonna be a better way to get a little bit of extra damage in. That was my cup. Great. It does annoy me that this is one of those, if the SNES had an R1, R2 instead of just an R button, this game would be way better because when you get to the point where you can switch companions, you would actually be able to do it with some degree of efficiency. Well then, that sucked. Well, I guess the good news is we are, like, maxed out here. The bad news is that's because we kept dying and our lives are now super low. I think if we, at this point, I'm pretty sure if we beat this first boss, we get 2 lives. So, as long as we get through this first phase, we'll be okay. Okay. I mean, honestly, we're doing... Considering how far into the fight we are, I feel okay. I think his special's probably the best. I was just realizing how much SP I have, and the fact that we're going to be getting it back. Some of it. We're like maxed out. I mean, honestly, that felt pretty good. It's gonna be the whirlwind. Out of death. Okay. There we go. Okay. So far, so good. 2 lightnings in a row is good. That's not what I was trying to do. Crap. I did get it pulled off in time, at least. I specifically wanted to get that. Shield up before the fireballs went out. Honestly, this has been a pretty reasonable pattern so far. Did not take any damage that time from it. Meteor Strike is pretty easy to predict and dodge. That's not what I was trying to do. Darn. I was hoping for something where I could take a little bit better advantage of that. There we go. Okay. Definitely the longest episode of this one. I will not die alone. I will drag your soul with me into chaos. I mean, you do you. They are so melodramatic. It's great. You've done well, Alan. Now, Alan, you must escape from here quickly. Leave the rest to us. We'll seal him in the world of chaos. Farewell. Okay. Woo! That's flashy. Okay, so that was Alcahest. You know, all things considered, like, the story is okay. The story is okay. The characters are okay. It's pretty generic in a lot of ways, story-wise, but that's okay. Because this isn't a game about the story. This is a game about the gameplay. And the gameplay is great. The 4 powers that you get along the way give you a really good variety of special maneuvers that you can do. The mix and match between your partner and your spirit and the way that that interacts is also neat, especially towards the end there when you have that second set of bosses, including the last boss, like figuring out what hurts the boss. The bosses have elemental weaknesses to some extent, and like figuring out not only the form that is most effective against the boss, but also the best way to hit them is really good. The game plays pretty smoothly, the movement is good, the dash is kind of neat. Like, the graphics look great for a Super Nintendo game. I mean, it's got some really awesome looking big sprites that have a lot of movement to them. Yeah, this is one of those where I really don't know why it wouldn't have gotten ported over. It's not... Oh, wait. No, wait. We get little bios of each of the characters at the end? Okay, never mind. It's better than I thought. Nice. Sorry about if there's background noise there. I'm hoping it's not too disruptive. It may be the 4th of July, and there may be fireworks going off. Bad timing for the game to be over. But if you hear some weird popping noises, that's what it is. Okay. Princess is now the new ruler. She's working to rebuild the ruined nations. Nice. She overcame all difficulties and built a lasting peace. And you know, the more, like, thinking about it, while the story isn't super deep, it does have this whole roller coaster aspect of it with the, you know, the betrayals and the different characters and the having to fight your own characters a couple times and all of that. Even if they are a bit archetypal, they did a good job. I mean, they're good archetypes. Like, aside from the fact that, like, as generic as some of it is, it has that 90s anime vibe that I've mentioned a couple times in recent videos, and honestly, like, I'd watch this show. Like, the designs are good enough that they could do something interesting with them. And I'd be okay with watching that. Yeah, no. This is definitely worth checking out if you get an opportunity. The general strength of the game is definitely its gameplay. But it is a fun one. It's one that I really wish had come over because, I mean, I guess I don't really see a reason for it not to. There's not a ton of dialogue, so translating it wouldn't have been that bad. And the gameplay is great, the graphics are great. I'm guessing it might have been later. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Yet while flying away in the sky, the dragon god seemed to regret parting with them. Aww. I didn't get that at all, but that's okay. I do really love the designs on that last boss as well. That's really, really cool looking. I really love the wings, and honestly, even that first form, as annoying as it is to get in those hits, the design on it is just so cool. The whole game has this really weird aesthetic that feels very traditional fantasy. Reminds me a lot of the Magic Sword game. Just in terms of look, but then has some sci-fi elements to it that are really neat as well. And perhaps he had left to save another world from destruction. Okay. Okay. So yeah, the weakest character is definitely the main character, but that's okay. So yeah, this is Squaresoft, Alcahest. It is, again, it's in my hidden gem folder for a reason. I'm really glad to have been introduced to this by Sin Streams. I will make sure I post a link to his Twitch. He speedruns ActRaiser and several other games. If by that I mean like he has leaderboards for like 100 different games or something stupid like that. But this is one of the games that he picked up, and watching him play, I was like, I have to try this, and I'm really glad I did. It's really good. This is one that I would definitely this would definitely be worth playing again even. And I would love to see them port this over for one of their SNES things, but I really doubt that'd happen. But hey, Trials of Mana finally got a translation. Okay, and we appear to be at the end. So, hopefully you have enjoyed this as much as I have. Definitely check it out if you get an opportunity. Unfortunately, there isn't an English copy available, so you do have to go through some less than other means to get it, but it's worth checking out. I've been Rafikael, this has been Alcahest. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. I'll catch you next time.